Sagicor T20 competition. Of course, tonight police they won the toss and they decided to bat against Counterpoint Wanderers. Now we're into the course of the 16th over, and if I peek over my shoulder, my left shoulder, I see the 100 has just come up. That's 100 for 4. We're in the middle of over number 16. Now at the wicket we have Larry Babb, the hard-hitting Larry Babb. So he just hit 6 runs, so he's on 31, and with him is Dario Grace. Now Dario Grace has been there from the beginning. He is not out on 45 from 37 balls. Babb is on 31 from 21 balls. Now they had a shaky start at the beginning of the innings, losing their first wicket at 7, the second at 9, and those would have been Dario Sargent. He went for 7. Jamar Yearwood, he went for 2. Richard Williams, he made 9, and Lewis, he had 1. So Babb and Graves are steadying the ship somewhat. And there they are, crossing for another single, taking the score now, crossing for 2. So that's 102 for 4 police. There are just one more ball left in the 16th over. So that is the position right now. Remember, they're taking on Counterpoint Wanderers. Police would have won the toss and decided to bat. Very good conditions, Amory. A nice hard pitch, a lightning fast outfield. Good conditions for night cricket. So hopefully when you come back to me, we should have the conclusion of the innings here by police, and there I can probably give you a bit more details as the innings continues. So that's it here from the Kensington Oval until you come back to me.
Okay, thanks Sean very much for that update. Now Crane Resort St. Catherine, they already booked their place in the semis after they defeated Mass United Insurance Wildy in their quarterfinal by 4 wickets. Sean Green was also at the Oval last night.
St. Catherine won the toss and sent in Wildy. Brent Gooding was heading back to the pavilion early, gone for 1 off the bowling of Darnell Greenwich. It's 2 for 1. Pedro Gray swung across the line to be legged before to Shaquille Blades for 2. It's 7 for 2. David Carter slashing down to the ropes at third man to get going. Captain Aaron Jones getting cheeky, steering this one down to third man. The fielder giving up the chase early. That's his first 4. David Carter again opening his shoulders here and driving over the top for another 4. Rashid O'Neill pitched in short and it disappeared high over mid-wicket. That's out of here. That's the first 6 of the game. Here is Carter dancing and driving. That's another 4. Next ball, same shot but with a bit more power behind it. That's 6 runs this time. But a terrible mix-up when the score was on 84 for 2 between Jones and Carter. Poor communication resulting in the demise of Jones for a well-played 34. And shortly after Carter departed for 43, Carlos Brathwaite came in. Nice use of the feet. That's dispatched over long off for 6. Brathwaite off the back foot smashes this one back past the bowler for 4 more. He made 44 and Wildy 140 for 4. Omar Phillips opening for St. Catherine, slapped backward of point to get things going. His partner Shamar Cook clearing the front leg and swinging that one away through mid-wicket for 4 more. But after being bogged down by Pius Emilian, Cook surrendered his middle stump to him, cleaned up for 6. Bay wicket here when Brathwaite had Phillips caught at straightest mid-wicket for just 8. This one duck in and Mario Rampasad swivels. This one's over the ropes at mid-wicket. The little man then goes inside out with this shot high over long off for 4 runs. The 100 came out here with this shot, and can you say 6 runs? Alcindor Holder and his partner Darnell Gwynne slapped the bowling around to all parts. That's another 6, this time straight down the ground. But after Holder departed for a top score of 33, St. Catherine still got home in anticlimactic fashion. The winning run coming off a wide. St. Catherine, in the end, 141 for 6. Sean Green, CBC Sports.
Now, Barbados lost their first match of the Summer Quadrangular Netball Series in Northern Ireland earlier today. After hammering Singapore 66-35 yesterday and the hosts 55-21 on Monday, the Bajan Gems trailed at 10-12 at the end of the first quarter, 18-23 at halftime and 27-36 at the end of the third before they went down at 35-51 to Northern Ireland. Speaking to CBC Sports after the match, coach Sandra Bruce Small said they fell down in a few areas, but credit must go to Northern Ireland.
We let ourselves down a bit today where we did not keep possession of the ball. We were not able to give our shooters enough ball to score, and our shooters actually performed quite well, with Shanika Wharton scoring 28 from 30 attempts and Shanika Thomas scoring 7 of 8. Our shooters were actually quite starved today. We turned over the ball a bit, and we weren't able to shut down Northern Ireland's attack. With all that being said, credit must be given to Northern Ireland. They played a very good game today. Our encircle defense continued to work very hard for gains. Looking forward to the final match. Obviously, we have to work hard on keeping possession of the ball and getting it to our shooters, who's up to the task and quite willing to score. We have to shut down their team attack. And overall, we have to believe that we can win this game and go after it. I believe that we can win it once we play to our game plan, once we keep our head on, and we continue to work very hard.
And those finals are set for Friday at 3 p.m. Barbados time. Now, Queen's College reigns supreme as they got the better of Christchurch Foundation to take the Barbados Secondary Schools Under-13 Netball League title. Playing at the Netball Stadium in Waterford last evening, the girls from Husbands were truly the dominant team. This is it, the battle for Under-13 supremacy. Queen's College in the blue up against the girls from Christchurch Foundation. I must commend the QC girls on their passes, and in the circle, goal shooter Rihanna Gill was the main executor. QC stake claim to the lead from early. This time it's goal attack Liana Leacock to finish things up. Foundation was having a decent game too. This is one of the plays that went cleanly from center to circle as goal shooter Serena Edwards next from long range. Foundation with possession again, trying to set things up from outside the circle. A good attempt by the QC defense, but the contact call is given. And to take it is shooter Edwards, adding one of her 6 goals of the game. But QC had the early bragging rights, as with this goal from Gill, they held the 7-4 lead at half-time. Time to play catch-up for the Foundation girls as they look much more confident in the second half. Shooter Edwards with the goal. On the other hand, QC was not relinquishing their lead, and she worked the circle well, Gill netting 10 from 16 attempts. The ball is heading up court again. Gill has some strong faking skills backed up by good shooting. She was really valuable in the circle. Although QC outscored Foundation 6 goals to 4 in this half, when the Churchill girls settled down their game, effective passing, backed up by good shooting, would equate to goals. Foundation were really giving it their all. Center finds wing attack, who nicely lobs to Edwards, who puts it in from long range. But there was no stopping QC, who were clearly the better team on the day. Watch the passing, and in the circle, I just can't say enough about Gill. She was on fire, this time getting her own rebound to easily correct it. As the Under-13 champions are Queen's College. They triumphed 13-18 over Christchurch Foundation. Well done to the girls from Husbands. And Queen's College's Liana Leacock was named as the MVP. In the third place playoff, Croydon Park defeated the Law School at 13-5. For CP, Shamika Watson netted 11 from 15 attempts and Rochelle Williams 2 from 7. For the Law School, Damari Greenwich scored 2 from 7 and Desaline Calendar 3 from 4 attempts. And the finalists have been decided in the Under-15 competition. It will be Les Savon to take on Christchurch Foundation. The Foundation girls, playing in the yellow, got the better of Springer in what was a battle royale of a semi-final, where both teams were locked at 23-all at the end of the third quarter. But the final 15 minutes made the difference as the girls from Churchill edged out a 2-goal victory at 31-29. For the winners, Aaliyah Hurdle netted 20 from 27 and Chiara Chase 11 from 12. For Springer, Jada Smith scored 16 from 23 and Rashana Thorne 13 from 20 attempts. In the other semi, it was Queen's College up against Les Savon, and it was Les Savon in the black and white to triumph, winning at 23-15. For Les Savon, Demia Waldron scored 9 from 10 and Vivica Adamson 14 from 25. For Queen's College, Naya Aline scored 7 from 12. Now coming up, Black Spurs brush aside Britain's Hill.
Hey, Cordy, another Barbados drug service lecture coming up, girl.
What is one about?
Antibiotic resistance.
What is?
Cordy, it's what could happen when you overuse, misuse, and abuse antibiotics. But come and hear for yourself. The title of the lecture is Mission Critical, How to Prevent Antibiotic Resistance. A consultant in internal medicine and infectious diseases will be doing the lecture.
When it is?
It is at the Lloyd Erskine Sandy Center on Tuesday, June the 27th. Now, between 6:30 and 7, you'll be able to view displays and discuss methods to reduce antibiotic resistance. Now, then the actual lecture will be from 7 to 8:30 p.m.
And the providing bus transportation back to the bus stands after the lecture as usual?
Yeah.
I can tell Maylene, because you know she's one who use antibiotics for everything.
I know.
And welcome back to Sports Night. Now, First Division side Black Spurs stunned Premier League team Britain's-Hill to reach the quarterfinals of the BFA Stag Champions Cup knockout competition. Playing last night in the round of 16 at the BFA Wildy AstroTurf, a double strike from Rondell Vaughan sent Blackbirds through after Britain's-Hill took the early lead. Meanwhile, in the nightcap game, a late winner from Reno Henry gave UWA Blackbirds a 2-1 win over the BDF Sports program. CBC's Damian Best reports.
Britain's-Hill in their traditional red versus black Spurs. Skill on the ball opens a hole in the defense, and the end result, a lucky deflection of Travis Coppin in the 13th minute. 1-0 to Britain's-Hill. I guess he meant to do that. But Britain's-Hill hunting for more. A foot race here. Goalkeeper though, the right place at the right time. Black Spurs were on the back foot for the majority of the first half, but a change in fortunes on the cusp of half-time. Rondell Vaughan brought down in the box. Referee says that's a penalty. Vaughan steps up, bottom left to make it 1-1. Black Spurs stepped up their game in the second half. Vaughan, well, he unleashes a rocket. The keeper knew nothing about it. That's 2-1 to Black Spurs. They stun Britain's-Hill and are moving on. The second encounter, UWA Blackbirds in yellow playing BDF Sports program. This one was like watching paint dry. 0-0 at the end of regulation time. Just a sprinkling of chances. Skip ahead, 101st minute. BDF, well, they found a way to score. Breakdown at the back. Khalil Gill from long range, and the keeper beaten. All ends up 1-0 to the Soldiers. 4 minutes later, UWA in a mad scramble to draw level. Bodies everywhere. Ronaldo Bailey finally puts it away. Game on. We're tied at 1 apiece. Second half of extra time, the Soldiers threatening down the left. The header missing, the attempted header, and in the end a wasted opportunity. They don't come any easier. Well, who would break the deadlock? 119th minute. Mario Hart takes on 2 down the right. The cross is tailor-made for Reno Henry at the back door on the volley. That's game, set, and match. UWA Blackbirds moving on with a 2-1 win over BDF. Damian Best, CBC Sports.
Now, the quarterfinals of the 2017 A1 Supermarkets Berger Paints Rubis National Secondary Schools Under-19 Road Tennis Championship has been decided. Playing at the National Sports Council courts this morning, Corrigan Parry defeated Springer Memorial 2-1 to build their place in the final 8. So tomorrow's quarterfinals will see Alma Paris versus Government Industrial School, Frederick Smith versus Queen's College, LRC will come up against Corrigan Parry, and St. George will battle with Princess Margaret. Meanwhile, St. St. George Nichols Elias will take on Ellerslie Shaquan Henry in the male individual final. Elias defeated Justin Smith of Lestevon at 22-20, while Henry got over Corey Hoyt of Grantley Adams at 21-17. And in the female individual final, Tiana Seeley of the Lodge School will battle Renee Burke from Springer. Seeley defeated Zelaya Campbell of Grantley Adams Memorial at 21-12, while Burke defeated Princess Margaret's Gianna Ellis at 21-9. Now, the second annual Ellerton Wesleyan Holiness Church 5K Run and Walk with the title These Fields and Hills is set for this Saturday evening beginning at 4 p.m. This year's event will be a fundraiser for two charities, the Family Heartbeat Network and the First Base, which helps special needs individuals to reintegrate into society in terms of jobs. The event saw over 1,100 participants taking part last year, and member of the Ellerton Wesleyan Church, Richard Bell, says there will be prizes for winners and participants.
This year there are going to be prizes for the first finisher, the first young finisher. I think there's prizes for participation as well. So for the oldest competitor, the youngest competitor, we have babies in arms, people in pushing little children in prams. We had people with walkers last time, I think. And you know, as long as you're mobile, we're looking forward to see you. It's only 5 kilometers, and it's not a boring flat circuit. It's lots of nice hills, and you know, St. George is rather hilly and beautiful. And we really are looking forward to having any and everyone who is mobile come along.
Bell also gave a detailed tour of the course.
We are proceeding east to begin out of the Ellerton Church and Eustace Lashley Road. So we'll be making a right turn going through the Ellerton community itself on to Brighton, making a right turn down to the Brighton, popularly known as the Farmers Market, and going towards the turnpike. And we go across the turnpike, proceed up to Eastland, go through Eastland, there's a little dip, and then the famous Eastland Hill, we know it as the Hill. And then from there we proceed through Good Intent and on and back to where we started at the church.
And still to come is back to the Oval for another live update.
Something fresh is here. Fresh Vitamins, the ultimate health food store, is here in Barbados. Visit today for the highest quality in sports nutrition, multivitamins, weight management, sexual well-being, herbal supplements, mineral supplements, gluten-free and organic foods, as well as your health and beauty needs. Visit Fresh Vitamins today. Join our discount club for even more savings with all your favorite brands at unbeatable prices. Visit any of our convenient locations near you today.
Are you positive? You are negative. HIV free.
Are you positive? You are negative. Get tested and see.
Are you positive? You are negative. Are you okay?
Are you positive? You are negative. Get tested today.
Live Up, the Caribbean Media Alliance, in association with Scotiabank, PANCAP, and local ministries and departments of health, are for the 10th anniversary of Regional Testing Day, providing free HIV testing and counselling. Visit us online at iliveup.info for a schedule and full list of testing sites. Shouldn't you know your status? Live up for those you love, protect, and respect. Come on, get tested.
Are you positive? You are negative. Live up today.
Now welcome back to Sports Night. Now it's back to the Oval for an update in the T20 quarterfinal. Wanderers versus Police. Sean, what's the latest?
Yes, thank you very much, Anne-Marie. Well, welcome back to Kensington Oval, where the Police team, well, they've progressed, I guess, permit me to use that word, yes, progressed. The 121 for 6. I believe we have about 2 overs left. When you were last with us, it was 94 for 4. Now, since then, we've lost Larry Babb. He went for about 25. and we've just lost Ravinder Prasad for 4. Now, the mainstay of the police innings was that of, or is that because he's still batting, that's Graves. He opened the batting and he's not out on 50. That 50 coming up in 44 balls, 5 fours and 1 6. He was batting for some 81 minutes before reaching that 50. So we just have a few more balls left, and the current score, police 121 for 6. Of course, this is against the Counterpoint Wanderers team in the third of 4 quarterfinals in the Sagicor General T20 competition. That's the latest from Kensington Oval. Anne-Marie, back to you.
Now here are some of the events happening tomorrow, June the 21st. The Bicol Primary School's football champions will be crowned tomorrow. Sharon and Wilkie Cumberbatch will play in the final at 11 a.m. while St. Jude's and St. Giles will play in the third place playoff at 10. The venue is the National Stadium. Now the secondary school's under 15 netball queens will also be crowned. Lester Vaughan and Foundation play in the championship match at 4:15 p.m. while it will be QC and Springer in the third place playoff at 3:15. This is at the Netball Stadium. The Corporators General Insurance Barbados Amateur Basketball Association's Premier League continues at the Community College Gym in the evening. It will be Warriors versus Warriors in the 6 p.m. fixture, followed by Cavs and Bulls at 8. And in cricket, there will be the last quarter-final match in the Sagicor General T20 at Kensington Oval from 7 p.m. That game is Maple versus Pickwick. Now that's the midweek version of Sports Night. We're back tomorrow with Thursday's show. I'm Anne-Marie Burt. Do have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
You're watching CBC TV 8 in beautiful Barbados.